I guess.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to TFT Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with
Oberon.
and me, Banshee. Welcome. As you can see, we're in a spunky mood here today.
And we are trying to figure out what exactly is or would be Kara's tune. No, Mr. O is having horrible problems typing accurately.
It's not even that. It's the dang autocorrect that puts in what it wants.
There is that.
And that's crazy. I mean, it just makes you crazy sometimes. But this is happy hour, so we're not going to be made crazy,
We
right?
will. Mm-hmm.
Right? Okay. All right, so... And look at Mr. O is all yellow and sunshiny.
It was all yellow.
I like that song. Dang.
I know.
Anyway.
I forgive you for that.
Oh, I appreciate that. Anyway.
Ah, thank you, Jackie.
Thank you, Jackie. Thank you.
And of course, my hat is by Fiber Magic.
Yes.
I love this hat.
You know, I was going to wear my Lions hat today, but it's still preseason. There is a game on. I'm going to be watching this afternoon, I think, the preseason game. And but the season is here. The roar begins again.
I had this hat made for my going to the Parliament of the World's Religions 3 years ago this week, or right around this time.
It's like an anniversary.
It's an anniversary.
All right, well, let's get going with the
going.
card for the collective. I don't think anybody else is popping.
Hi, Elsie.
Oh, there's Elsie. Well, speaking of people popping in, hi, Elsie. All right, so let me update that list, and let's get the show on the road. So I'll be using the Good Tarot by Colette Baron Reed. I'm getting an interesting deck probably in October by the Tarot Lady, who's very popular on social media. And it's called, I think it's a Tarot Affirmation Tarot deck. I can't remember the exact title. Might be Tarot of Affirmations, I'm not sure. But I'm looking forward to that. Maybe that'll be a nice replacement for the Good Tarot from time to time here on this show. And I think you too have a deck worth considering.
Which one would that be?
That would be that light deck.
Ah, yes, the Tarot of Light.
Yeah.
By Tony Carmine Salerno and Denise something, I think. Anyway, yes, I love that deck.
So what do you got for us? The Eight of Earth. Are we going to be busy this weekend? Or maybe there's just happiness ahead for us in our week ahead through our work. Let's see.
Well, it is actually our anniversary. We haven't been doing a lot for it. Hopefully that'll change.
It is. It's this month.
Yeah, it actually started about 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, the beginning of August.
We're in anniversary season, so it's all good.
So this is the 8th month. Hopefully we'll be starting some giveaways soon on our live shows, our other live shows. We don't bring it out on Happy Hour, the wheel, I don't think.
No, right. It's
I
too
already
complicated.
found a tarot deck I'm willing to release.
You know, my ratings have been dropping off on some of my other shows, so I'm almost thinking I have to bribe people there by maybe offering a giveaway of cards or something on those shows.
Yeah, but those are videos, so you'll have to figure out a way to do that.
I'll figure it out.
Okay. At any rate, the Eight of Earth is about apprenticeship, gaining knowledge, learning and employing a new craft or skill. This is her take on the Eight of Pentacles. Even masters of their craft have more to learn, and I eagerly embrace the opportunity to go deeper, develop a greater understanding, and find new ways to apply what I know. I acknowledge all I have learned and accomplished, the skills I have developed, and the goals I have reached. Now is the time to find new ways to apply what I know, to enhance my expertise. My beginner's awkwardness has melted away, and I know what I am doing now. I have the confidence to become more intimate with the work in all areas of my life. And that's just it. We get ourselves very complacent sometimes because when we learn something and we know it well, we feel comfortable. We feel comfortable, we do great work, but this is about reaching and stretching beyond that. If you truly like something that you are doing, your passion for your work, your passion for a hobby, your passion for an art or craft, well, then of course you're going to want to look for new techniques. You're going to want to learn more. You're going to want to explore more. You're going to want to try to make new things. So always we never, never, never should stop learning.
Say no to AI.
Right. Don't let AI do it for you.
This is the card of
100%.
people that want to be craftspersons or want to be artists or want to, do things that come from their hands and minds, not someone else's.
Yeah. I love it. I love it. So, good luck with that, everybody. That's a great message for us for the week ahead. I think what it also says is that happiness can be derived from exploring something you're passionate about and learning something new about it. All right.
Trying to adjust the camera a little bit.
Let me get the box. Put this away before I post the list. Looking to see if anybody else popped in. I think not. Dark chocolate waffles and chicken. Oh my gosh, that's probably a great combination, Fiber. Not just because I like dark chocolate waffles. But just, I think of the Mexican chicken mole, like the chocolatey, semi-flavored, in a way, sauce. That's the way you describe it anyway, right, Mr. O?
Chocolatey, peanutty.
Yeah.
And Mr. O is having problems with his camera. Try not to shake the table too much. It may be volatile.
I'm going to do what I can, but I ruffle cards. So, all right, so there is our list. Mr. O will go first, so no ruffling cards for Judy. You can get a card out there for Ms. Judy Kanda. Made it first again. Good for you, Judy. Yeah, it won't be long. One more week and I'll be back on the show, the Goth Tarot Show. He hasn't kicked me off yet.
Nor am I likely to. See how I avoid using the table?
I can't do that. I can't do that. If I had my little table here, I
don't think that camera's going to make it all the way through.
Well, and maybe someday...
I have to work with it.
Okay. And maybe someday. Anyway.
All right, Judy, I think you had this recently, too. Judgment.
It's been a while. I think.
Okay. So, Judgment says, Judy, you're going to realize how you can move really strongly, maybe in a spirited way or in a mental way or something towards what your goals are. You're realizing or perceiving what exactly can be nearly like an ultimate expression of what you can do, and so you're sort of projecting yourself to that. Traditionally, Judgment talks about an epiphany, but I love the image of the person sort of rising out of themselves towards a higher vibration or whatever you want to think of.
It's something that wants to be set free within, either, creative project or goal or some creative pursuit, maybe even to learn something. This is like a transition for you, though, and I think it's a positive one. I think what would make you happy this week is if you dive deep and find something within you that maybe you've allowed to lie dormant for a while. Maybe you've just put it aside, like, I'm not going to pursue that path right now. But maybe the time is now to pursue something that, you've decided to postpone doing. Or maybe at the time you felt you weren't good enough, you weren't ready, etc. Judgment is saying, heed the call. Something inside you wants to be reborn.
Very nice. Well, thank you too, Judy.
So good
And
luck with
Sayama
that.
has joined us. Hi there.
Oh, hi, Sam. I'll get you on the list.
And I'm going to still try to work with the camera because I am just not liking this. So.
Well, be careful, because
I know.
the more you do, the more...
Well, it's too hard and
All right.
difficult to explain to you, so I don't
All
want
right.
to.
Well, hey, while you're doing that, I'm going to shuffle and ruffle. Oh, I figured you'd be coming right after Sama, Preeti. Hi there. I was thinking, where's Preeti? All right, so I will repost the list again. Mr. O is playing with the camera.
Badly.
Badly. I knew it. I don't think I shake it that much. Hey, Zara. You can get a card. I'll get you on the list. You made it before we have to close. We're still have some room. All right, I guess I'm going to post the list again. But that's the last time till after this reading. Okay, let's get Jackie done. Okay. One more. Okay. As I eye the camera warily. Oh. Well, Jackie, you have the Five of Swords. Had to come up sometime. I don't know. It comes up. It's... I believe it's come up a bit in my material matter reading for this next week. Okay, so what is the Five of Swords indicating for you? The Five of Swords is simply saying at happy hour that the best way to be happy this week is to avoid other people's dramas. Avoid them.
She had this last week, I think.
Did
right?
you? Did you, Jackie? Oh, you said again.
I think you
okay,
did, yeah.
Maybe so. I wondered about that. So avoid other people's dramas. And the only other thing I can say about it is if there is something inside of you that is conflicting with something that you want to do, maybe it's time to make peace somehow, or try to figure out, or find a way to silence those voices if you're determined to go through with what you want to do. I think here, more likely than not, it's the former. Avoid other people's dramas. Somebody might be trying to pull you into something that you'd rather not be a part of.
Right. I don't know if it's exactly what was going on, the previous time, or if it's something new, but it feels like it could be a continuation, some sense of lingering there. And this is just saying whatever it is still has a kind of standoffish stance about it. Like, somebody is trying to still maybe trigger one way or the other and get a response. Don't give them what they're looking for.
Exactly.
Basically.
Right. Don't be goaded into, also, somebody who just wants to start a fight with you. That's absolutely true. So.
Right. And it may not be exactly at that level. I mean, it may just be, that's the dramatic of it. You're welcome.
Oh, you're very welcome, Judy. Always.
I will try to look for that.
Lena.
Hi, Lena. My turn again? Excuse me.
Happy Virgo season to you, by the way, birthday girl. We know your birthday's coming up. Okay. So let's see what we get for Lena. Well, it's been sunny, it's been cloudy, it's been sunny, it's been cloudy today already. And so we are expecting some rain. I got my fingers crossed. We really need some rain here. We don't need the floods that some places have been getting, but we definitely need some rain. All right. Oh.
And Lena, you have the Magician.
Nice.
So I think this week finds you really wanting to work some magic, to sort of project your energy, your desires, your belief in a better outcome into some project or situation you're working on. It could mean, too, that something is going to manifest, whether it's through your own efforts or just because it needs to happen. I mean, this could be that, too, that just basically saying something really wonderful is about to be created or could be created. And so this is only saying, the energy is there to work with for whatever you may want to try. So good luck with that. Hi, Rowan.
Hey, Rowan. Good to see you here. If you want Lena to invite magic into your life this week, then, focus with determination and with will on whatever it is you want, to invite in. Whatever you want to manifest in the week ahead. And, you could happily be on your way to manifesting it. I think here, this is just the idea, that this week, what will make you happy is working on and focusing on what you really passionately want to manifest in your life.
All right.
So good luck with that. I like it. Love that card. It doesn't come up often, and so it's always noteworthy to me when it does. Okay. And now that I've said that, we'll probably see it repeat, right? All right, Namira. Namira is up.
It happened.
It happened. Now, that's crazy. That's crazy. But you shouldn't be unhappy about this, Namira. Oh, hi, Sunshine. I'll get you on the list after this reading. Thank you. You've made it. We're getting close now. At any rate, this is about making magic happen this week and being happy about making it happen. But in order to make magic happen, you have to put yourself all in on where you want that magic to happen. So focus on what's most important to you. Focus on what you desire. And not just that, do what you can to possibly make it grow for you and happen and rise up. We don't realize the power we have to make magic happen in our lives.
To some degree, I wonder if this coincides with the energies of Virgo, Sun moving into Virgo. Virgo isn't necessarily known for, magical things per se, but on that sense of determination and willpower and maybe a belief, those are things that can easily fall under the Virgoian kind of influence. So, Namira, the card could be saying too that despite that or whatever, this is a time really where your sense of will and focus and determination, strength, belief in yourself, confidence really will matter. And I think that's why it coincides with the sun moving into Virgo, so it extends
That's
for
kinda
this
nice.
this next week or so.
And speaking of the sun going into Virgo, we're going to be publishing our monthly modality message today, which is a reading that is good for the modalities of the zodiac. Check it out. If you don't know your modality, you will. So, and that reading is good for the entire Virgo season. That video will come out today.
Probably in the later afternoon. I'm going to make it probably for about 6 o'clock p.m. But you can watch it anytime. It's not a live event. It's a recording. We really wish you would check it out. Give it a like. Share it if you wish. Thank you.
All right. And we... Could it
Thank you,
be?
Namira.
Could it be? Could it be? We are on Fiber.
Hey,
Hi, Fiber. And Mr. O gets to pick for you. Well, what would be a good follow-up to the Magician would be, I guess, the High Priestess, right?
You heard it first.
We'll see. I'm not that good at predicting these things. Sometimes I am.
No, you're putting your will into making it first.
No, I'm not. I promise I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
Unless my will has a mind of its own, which may be possible.
Fiber's calling it.
Oh, the Hermit. And that's my card. That is my card, Fiber. But I'll lend it to you.
Now, ladies, don't fight.
I'll lend it to you.
Well, I hope you get what you want. Gee, I should just have like an extra card for this deck and then have it nearby. And you're like, oh, look at how that happened. No, I wouldn't do that. Because it happens too often in real time without needing that magic trick.
All right, what do you
Is
got?
it
What do
or
you got?
isn't it?
No.
No.
No, you got to put that thinking cap on.
You got to put the thinking cap on. I like that. It's the King of Swords, Fiber. So, Fiber, there's a sense here of, coming to a decision of some sort and a sense of really having to take in a lot more information from maybe some other sources that you don't always do, or just that you can rely upon. Some of this feels like a sense of spirit talking you to, like, just tuning into the higher wisdom of your higher self, or what you can feel or ascertain from what's around you. And it mostly feels like, projecting your energy forward for new projects or for increased awareness or knowledge of something. Like, now would be a good time maybe to do things that, work towards, mental projects, seeking clarity or information.
Well, if he did deal from the bottom, Fiber, it would have been another sword card. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, yikes.
But I think this is appropriate. I think here, in a way, maybe you do need some alone time so you can make the important move decisions that you would like. So to feel free, if you need to step back from things in order to, if it makes you happier, in order to really think about what maybe a strategy for a particular event you're working on, or an educational thing you're doing, or maybe about more projects and goals, and strategize. This is a week for strategy and putting and deciding on direction. And I think the results of that will make you happy. Good luck with that.
All
right, so I get Mr. Carl today. Hermit days are over. Oh.
Yeah. No rest for the weary or the
Energy
wicked.
retreat Sunday. Oh, yeah. Well, the King of Swords is here to help you get it together. And swords are energy, absolutely. So I think things will be fine. You will be supercharged this week, Fiber. All right. Let's see what I get for Carl. Carl has the Four of Pentacles. Well, this is a week to value and treasure what you have. When I see this card sometimes and I think of my massive collection of stuff here, maybe I think too it's time to dig out a buried treasure, of some sort. And I almost think this week, Carl, that you might be happy if you dug up something you haven't used or done in a while, whether it's a valued and treasured talent of yours or whether it's actually something physical and tangible, like reading that book you stuck up on the shelf that you meant to read a long time ago, or a particular tool of some sort you haven't used in a while, or a particular craft you haven't done.
I like that. That's pretty cool. I sort of feel you might have intuited something there, maybe.
Okay. I think partially, yes.
For the Four of Pentacles, I think this week also finds you reflecting on where best you can use what you've gathered, or gained. So it may be also talking about where you can invest in. And of course, some of that could be financial investments. You could find that there are things that if you're buying them now, whatever they are, traditional investments or not, they're things that will have worth moving on, or that they have a value that will last for a while. But I also think it could be about other things that are less physical, that are sort of investing in your community, your family, your environment kind of thing too. That these are things, and there's a Virgoian feel about that too, in a way too, because we are moving into the season of Virgo. So I wonder if it's that kind of energy.
Oh, wow, Fiber, I think it could be that. Wow.
Interesting. I see that there.
So maybe I did intuit something there. Carl, get busy. Get busy and forge ahead. Good luck with that.
Good luck, Carl.
Right. Okay, we are on. You will be shuffling for Kara.
Kara.
Oops, you moved that. I saw you.
But you didn't see how many times when you were shuffling the deck for Fiber's reading, it was bouncing around. Watch yourself.
We want knives for Yule. Okay.
Yay.
I won't ask. Oh, look at Judy.
I know.
Kara.
Kara, who was not late at all. We should probably close the list, though, don't you think? Close?
Ooh, 10:29. Well, I would take one more.
We have our readings to do, too.
It's true. I would take one more, because that'll take us to 15. We're at 14 right now. And look at that. We can do this. You know we can.
All right, Kara. It's the Two of Wands, and the Two of Wands wants you to take a look out the window and say, I'm done with this here, but I'm interested in doing that there, so I just have to figure out how to tie up these ends and move that way. This is saying you have the leisure of maybe projecting yourself into your next round of activity. It may not be immediate, but it may be something that you've been thinking about. And so this is about saying, take a moment or two to kind of plan a little bit in your head. It's not a very detailed planning, but it is a sense of outlining maybe where you feel you can move next.
Well, what do you want to conquer next? It's almost as if you have something in mind, something that you are, maybe putting in the planning stages now. And hey, it could be anything like what I've seen, sometimes it doesn't look like I'm paying attention to the chat. I don't have a lot of time to discuss everything that goes on in the chat. But, I feel here that I feel here that maybe, like Judy Conda, you might be working on ideas for Halloween. You know how you want to celebrate it. It could be even fall equinox is coming up, and how maybe you want to do something personal for yourself on that day of harmony and balance. I personally love the equinoxes, and for working magic, I really do. So, or divination. And so, this might be something you're eyeballing here. And so this week, you might be happily planning something that you want to do, something that you are looking forward to. So good luck with that.
All right. Hi, CJ.
I'll get you on the list, CJ. You made it for happy hour. Good to see you. And you want to close it now? You can. All right, let me get the list out there, updated. Elsie is up. There we go. All right.
Blessed be Elsie. Thank you.
I wonder if you had this before or recently, Elsie, but somebody did. It's victory. It's the Six of Wands upright. See those lights just going like the shape of the V for victory? Her arms outstretched like that, V for victory. That's what you should do. You should encourage success by, by thinking you're going to win. Believing you've already won, even sometimes is what people say, promote success. But you might achieve a victory this week. Celebrate even the small wins. And if anybody puts something in your way or put something in your path that helps you achieve a small win or victory, then be grateful. Be grateful, be thankful to them, and, don't forget them. So I think here this is a week to celebrate some small, big or small success that you may have.
So I also think, too, the universe is also saying, wow, look at what Elsie did. This is also people recognizing you, and it could be big or small. Sometimes people just may murmur a few kind words to you saying, I really appreciate what you did. But sometimes maybe it's even larger than that all of a sudden people say, like, this is really great, Elsie, and we really appreciate this coming from a family, a community, where you go to worship at, things like that. So I think this card is saying, enjoy what recognition and actual sense of victory you're going to feel, because you totally deserve it.
Yay! Good luck with that.
You're welcome.
You're very welcome. All right, so we are on Siama. Yeah, I'm going to try to run out before the rain is supposed to come so I can pick up a prescription and play the lottery. I've got my lottery mug here today, and it says, I may be old, but people who look like me always win the lottery. I hope it's true. I know it's true.
Everybody send Banshee lucky money winning vibes. All right, Siama.
All right.
It's the King of Cups. The King of Cups finds you this day, this week, really attuning yourself emotionally to the concerns of others that maybe are important to you. You may be finding that you need to give some assurance to somebody, or even slight mentorship who maybe, puzzled or confused by something that emotionally affects them. It's not always a relationship, but it could be, maybe you're giving advice to somebody who needs it for a relationship or something that really stirs them emotionally. You're that person they want to go to. You're that person that maybe calms the waters for them.
Be generous with kindness and compassion this week, Siama. Don't be afraid to maybe, and it's little things. I mean, when I say be generous, I'm not saying give till it hurts. And I'm not saying it has to be financial either. I mean, this is just a time where a smile could make a difference in someone's life. A kind word, a thank you, and showing appreciation for, services that you've received. All of this stuff makes a difference in people's lives. You may not realize it, but it does. And it also serves to lift yourself up as well. And so I think your happiness comes through kind acts this week and being considerate to others and respectful. And recognizing that sometimes when people act out, and may not treat you right, I mean, we don't know what's going on in another person's world and life to judge, We don't have to accept that behavior per se, but we don't have to respond in kind either. We can be, the kind, gentle example, that may set a soul on a better path. So good luck with that.
Good luck.
And we are on Preeti now. By the way, for those of you who come to our live show, like Kara and CJ and stuff, that ringing noise, we fixed it. There'll be no more background chimes.
I was going to ask you, had you heard it at all?
No.
It was just a positioning or something.
We were able to move it, that little mallet or whatever it is, in a way that it won't hit that light fixture anymore. So we fixed it.
All of you out there that were being annoyed by it, quiet!
It's going to be quiet now. It was probably interfering, and maybe that's why Mr. O hasn't been singing enough on our shows, because, that chime kept blaring.
Does this remind me of a song?
Oh, no.
It actually doesn't.
Doesn't. Okay. Ooh, Preeti is going places. It's the Chariot.
Ooh, I love that Chariot.
Yes. I know. You do want to go ahead then?
Well, the Chariot says there's an advancement going on for you, and it may be something that has a sense of not being very calculated. Like, you don't necessarily feel you're putting, strict strength or detail or anything into the matter. It sort of feels like it's on automatic. Where you're going is sort of working itself out on your own. You may be finding that things that don't always work together are just sort of lining up naturally to pull you towards, an accomplishment or a sense of really being motivated to work towards your goals.
This is absolutely a week to rev up your engines, get moving, and progress. Progress can be made this week. And of course, whatever progress you make, be happy, recognize it, celebrate it. Because, we don't do that. We don't give ourselves credit for the little things we may do that sets the stage for growth to occur. So this is the time to get moving on a project or goal, whatever you desire. If you're looking for a job, get those resumes out there this week. Keep looking. Find where you need to, what you need to target, and then move towards it. looking to move, this is a time to then start house hunting, etc. This is a time to move on whatever it is that you want to make happen. And that movement in itself brings a lot of joy and happiness, because it certainly doesn't make you happy to just sit around and think and worry about it all the time. It's time to get moving on something. So good luck with that.
All right.
All right, we are on Zara.
Hi, Sarah. And after we finish our last reading, which is for CJ, we will read a card for each other, and then we will have a namaste blessing for everyone. So we hope you stay for that.
Yes, we will. You're welcome, Preeti.
You are welcome, Preeti.
I love that Chariot card, too. I do.
Yeah.
It could be almost one of my favorite Chariot cards, I think.
There's some nice colorations on this particular deck.
Oh, yeah. Well, and, it's the right kind of tones for the energy of the card, too.
Yeah.
I think it's just really well thought out.
All right, Zara, you have given us our first very challenging card.
What's the second one? We had the 5 of...
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that was right at the beginning.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Jackie's card. So the Three of Swords says, this is a time for you to listen to your heart and to relate to the fact that you know that maybe you have been hurt, you have felt like really alone or stretched to an emotional breaking point, but you also have known that from this pain, new growth will come. That's why that tree is there in the background, sort of giving a little bit of foundation to the idea that our pain can be transmuted if we work at it, if we allow it, if we let it grow rather than letting it stay in the ground festering. Yes.
No, I was just looking at something. Don't mind me. I like the tree in the background, and I'm wondering if it's saying, be rooted and grounded as you go through painful experiences. And I think this, and I'm not sure if it was you, but somebody has spoken in the past about being, troubled and going through some difficult times, hurtful times. And so if you have been, this is a time, I think this card has come up now to say, happiness will return if you take some time this week to really process this pain. Sit with it a little bit. I know it's hard. It's not easy to do. I'm not speaking like, oh yeah, you can rise above this, it's easy. No, it's not. But sit with the pain and process it, because that way you will be able to let it go and move on to happier days. Sometimes when we just let it sit there and keep hurting us, we can't do that. We can't do that. We can't find the joy again. You will find the joy again once you take it and process it in a grounded manner. So good luck with that.
All right. And Rowan is up.
And Rowan is up. Hey, Rowan. So in a sense, I just want to add something before I move on to Rowan. It's yours, isn't it? I pulled that, right?
Oh, we're sorry, Harvey, but yeah, no, I just did them.
Okay.
Thank you. We hope you do too.
Take care. I hope to see you again soon, though, okay? You take care of yourself. Good to see you. Happy to see you. It's happy hour and all, But anyway, I did want to say to Zara that I think it might be an acknowledgement that you have been experiencing pain, and now is the time to consider, ways to let it go. Okay. I thought I had pulled that one. That's what I was trying to mention to you when you were talking to Harvey. Okay.
Because they were here.
Ah, okay. Cool. Set me straight.
Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate the feedback.
We have another card I like a lot. You're very welcome, Sarah. Thank you. Another card I like a lot, though, for Rowan, right? Are we doing?
Right.
Yeah, Rowan. You have justice, and justice is, saying, don't look at things this. It won't make you very happy if you take a very black-white attitude to things this week. In other words, if you think things always have to be one way or the other way. Justice is saying there's always something in between that really, some things are neither black nor white. There's the shades of gray in the middle. And sometimes those shades of gray is where, your happiness lies. Your happiness doesn't necessarily lie in one extreme or the other this week. It's in finding that perfect gray, that sweet spot in the middle, that healthy balance of everything.
Hi, it's Rowan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I was
No, that's
chatting
okay.
with
I got
Fiber.
confused too at first, so.
And I too really like the Justice card. I sort of feel like either image, the sort of reflection of justice could be on top. It's sort of like saying justice is always two-edged, kind of thing, and that what is justice for one person may not be for the other. And that comes to the idea of the societies we live in. So this card is probably telling you that, within the bounds of that kind of culture or aesthetic you may have to operate in, things will be fair for you. And maybe it's just saying be mindful of that other side, of those that maybe are not necessarily fortunate enough to have justice, a legal system, or whatever look as favorably upon them. So it's maybe time for a meditation about this in a way too.
Make balanced judgments this week, and then you'll be really happy with the results. So good luck with that. All right. And we are on Sunshine.
Thanks for that idea, Fiber. I actually like that in a way. I have to think about it a little bit more.
Oh. Yeah, there could be ways to do it. You're right. We could just do names and do a drawing. You're right.
You're welcome, Rowan. Thank you for the feedback, too. So is it my turn now, or did you take them from me?
Makes sense and resonates. Okay, you're very welcome, Erwin. Yes. Go for it.
All right, so we're on Sunshine.
Sunshine! We always like sunshine at happy hour.
Sunshine on my shoulder makes me happy.
Sunshine on your head
Makes me sappy.
No. Well, it makes you happy too.
It does.
Maybe I should have wore something more sunshiny today, but there's a sun on here. There's a sun and moon on here. There's lots of light. I was going to wear my yin yang cap shirt, but I chose this one instead. I haven't worn it in a while.
Here we go. Sunshine. You have a favorite card, the Page of Pentacles. So you may be feeling like something is inviting you to find out more about something. There's a sense of maybe being intrigued by things that are philosophical, poetical, or maybe help you find a sense of being grounded and balanced in your life, So this is saying that invitation could actually just be coming from yourself, but don't be surprised if maybe there's something that is communal, semi-communal about the experience, and that maybe you might find there are kindred souls or feelings that are in this aesthetic for you. I like that word. So I'm drawn to the stance that the figure takes too, because it reminds me of other figures in this deck. It sort of is a sense of really being in tune with the now.
Well, I like this card. I think there's a sense of wonder and exploration about this card, and adventure. You know, the pages are, the pentacles are pretty solid. They remind me in a way of the fixed signs of the zodiac and, the modalities, because they're very stable. They like process and procedure, but they're curious. The pages are very curious. And so I almost feel like this is an invitation this week, Sunshine, to explore something new, to try something new, whether it is learning something new or whether it is tasting something new, doing something new, experiencing something new, going to a museum you haven't gone to before, going to or an art gallery, going to some type of play or event that you wouldn't have thought to go to before. But now maybe you're curious, Feed your curiosity this week, and I think it would make you very happy.
All right.
Good luck with that.
And we're on CJ Brooks. Hey, CJ.
CJ is last but not least. Hello, CJ.
And just going to mention again that this is our anniversary month. We started 8 years ago. Was it really 8 years ago? 2019, so 7 years ago.
7 years ago, we're moving into the 8th
year.
year.
I got the 7-year itch.
Yeah, I know.
But that means that we also occasionally will do some anniversary giveaways. So we hadn't really started it yet. We're going to start it very soon. Fiber just gave me a very interesting idea because we would like to encourage people to watch some of our recorded shows too. So this idea might play into how we do giveaways. Most of our giveaways are going to be extra tarot decks or oracles that we may have come across. And we can only send
hardly used.
Or hardly used, gently used. We can only really send them through the continental U.S. Area. So beyond those borders, we may offer a different prize for people who win. And that's usually a reading that we can either customize or work with you. So stay tuned for all that. It'll be on our social media as well.
Well, the Queen of Swords is here. Boy, it's funny. We do get the King and Queen of Swords a lot.
I'm jinxing us right now by saying, boy, we didn't get any repeat cards, but we did actually. We had the Magician twice.
That's right.
So no jinx, right. No jinx.
No jinx. So at any rate, the Queen of Swords is here, and, she's pondering some big issues. And I think this week is the time to do that. Think about, strategize, maybe even, I often say not to strategize long term, but strategize maybe how about for what your plans are going forward from here to the end of the year. What would you like to accomplish? What goals would you like to achieve? I think here by plotting a course and charting a course forward, it'll make you feel more confident and secure and happy this week.
Very good, CJ. Thank you. The idea of the Queen of Swords in this particular deck connotes a sense of being really comfortable with having to make a weighty decision. And I know you've mentioned things like, trying to get back into dating life or some other things. So this could be saying still, you're going to want to keep your sense of discretion and how you look at a person, how they really feel to you. And ultimately, whatever it's about, whether it's about a love life or anything else, it's really important for you to feel comfortable and relaxed about making your decision. You don't want to feel like you have to do it quicker or not. You want to do it in your own time with as much information as you feel you need it to have.
Well, that's cool, CJ. I also think that this is a week where, your brain is just going to click on overdrive, very clear thinking, very logical thoughts. You may be able to really solve some problems this week.
Sounds like Sun and Virgo again.
Oh!
In a way, I think so.
Yeah, it does. So good luck, CJ.
And you're welcome, Sunshine. I see that there, so thank you too.
You're very welcome. Well, guess what time it is? It's time for
time for
Mr.
our
O to
reading.
pull a card for me.
Already.
And it's time for me to warm up the Namaste Blessing cards.
Nothing up my sleeve. Watch
Oh.
for my next trick.
And now that he talked about repeat cards, he probably did jinx me.
Which repeat card would you like to have, my dear?
Not the Five of Swords.
Hermit? Oh, wait, Hermit didn't come up at all.
The Hermit
Right.
would be nice. Yeah.
So I'm going to manifest the Hermit for
Oh,
you.
you know, the Magician, out of the cards that came up, the Six of Wands would be nice, or the Magician
That's
can
true.
manifest a lottery win.
You're welcome, CJ.
You're welcome, CJ. Keep manifesting. Here we go.
No Hermit for you.
That is not a bad one.
It's the Six of Swords. Well, I kind of like it because, I like moody and broody. But it may not work for you in that sense. But the Six of Swords says you really feel like, it's a good time for you to be moving away from things that don't matter as much or don't matter as much importantly. Maybe they haven't been totally sad or sorrowful, but things that just don't really lift your spirits. And you're looking forward to some sense of a ship moving with purpose towards a better, destination where you can just feel a little bit happier about things.
Do you see that ship there?
Yeah.
It's loaded with the stuff that that are no longer bringing joy, that must move on.
Ah, so the ship is called the SS Feng Shui.
Perhaps, because this is a time for me to let go and release, things and move away from them. So, yes, I like that.
I
Thank you.
want her to work with your dream fiber. That sounds really cool. We want to do that.
Ooh.
Don't you
I
think?
don't know. I think I want just a single floor, nice sized barndominium. That's what I want. And I've been looking at some different layouts of some of them. I know exactly what I would want there. And then getting older and all, I'm also entertaining the idea of maybe I should get one that has like separate living quarters, so that maybe we could live with somebody nearby and each take care of each other. So we shall see what the lottery future holds for all of us. Either that, or I want to live in a really nice, elegant high-rise somewhere.
I could do that. Yes.
We would have a goth floor for you, Mr. O. Oh, my goodness. Well, he likes that old Polish soup.
With the creakiest closet doors ever.
Duck's blood. He likes duck's blood soup.
I do. I like
Carmina.
duck's blood soup. I was disappointed when they said, "Oh, there's only like a drop or two in the soup." Like, why? Why can't I have lots of duck's blood? No, I don't want duck's blood. Sorry,
Anyway.
that was kind of gross. Is this gonna be duck's blood?
Well, now that you said that, no. You are running towards something. We're both on the move in different ways here.
I'm
Mr.
running to the
O.
duck's blood soup.
He is running and getting on that motorbike to avoid the hard work that needs to be done here. He's
That
taken.
too. Bye.
He gotta go. Yeah,
Good luck.
No, Mr. O is on the move. He is thinking. His brain is working on overdrive on how to make things happen. What we can do with this next new year now that he is retired and stuff like that. So I think that you are going to be putting the speed on some of this stuff. Maybe you will fast track that Tarot Oki finally and have a sit down with me on that and force me to read what you have there.
And you can tell how very enthusiastic I am. Yes, it does start with you reading the notes about it. But if you don't do it soon, I'll just get back to work on it at some point.
Well, or maybe you should just run with it and say, we're doing this. And
It's
that's
true.
that.
Yes, so it looks like karaoke is inching its way closer to a microphone. Coming to a microphone near
We'll
you.
see. We'll see.
We'll see. All right, it's time for our Namaste blessing. It's exactly 11 o'clock, so we did pretty good here.
Yeah.
We want everybody to have a great week. Don't forget to check us out live tomorrow, 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also, join the Tarot Tribe in the chat room for Banshee's Material Matters. It's recorded reading at 10 a.m.
It's
Eastern
part
Standard.
2 of an experiment I'm
experiment.
doing with a new reading. And so I would be looking for feedback on that one, but the week following, next week, I will be doing another reading that I came up with, and then we can compare what we like, whether we like the way I used to do it, whether we like one of these two better. So stay
One from
tuned.
column A or the one from column B.
Door number 1, door number 2, or door number 3.
Alrighty,
Okay,
here we
Mr.
go.
O. Pick, pick, pick. Oh, there's one hiding. Ooh. Ooh. I think
Which side
we've
is
had
up?
it.
I guess it's
Yep,
that
that
side.
is that side. There's like a reflection there, maybe, right?
Yes, the glaze or the glare.
Well, it is a nice card. It's got all these nice, deep blue, calming, colors to it. And it says it is it's blessed tranquility.
I want to sing that, Fiber. Open the door.
Oh, no. You did it now, Fiber. Okay, you opened that door. Blessed tranquility. Your feelings are surfacing in order to be healed. Have faith. Know that you are safe. Trust. The current waves of emotion shall become a sea of tranquility, full of love and blessings. And when I talked to Zara, for example, about sitting with pain, sitting with sorrow, sitting with these things, and is the way that you can finally heal these things. You're on the road to healing when you can do that. So it's really interesting to see this card. Have faith and know that you are safe. Trust that these emotions shall become a sea of tranquility full of love and blessings. And that's what we need to do, when we are struggling, is, to imagine, see it happening. See the waters that are rough and, the waves that are coming in very strongly start to calm, slowly start to calm until you see it being a total calm sea. And, you can finally feel some of this healing starting to take place.
Sure hope so.
Namaste, everybody.
Namaste.
I hope you have a happy week ahead. I hope you can stay happy despite what the world throws at us. And we hope to see you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye for now.